Okay, so guys, welcome to FM Tuition Academy. Okay, so if you are grade 5, grade 6, and 7, or you're a parent who have come across this video, you want your child to do online tuitions, please, right now, that is a contact number. Contact us on our WhatsApp line. We'll be able to train your child to do effectively and wonderfully in their exams. So that is our WhatsApp line, 333-1204. You can contact us on that WhatsApp line. Okay? So if you want your child to do online tuitions, contact us on that WhatsApp line, 095-333-1204. Okay. Now, today, guys, we'll be looking at special paper 1, and we are looking at patterns part 2. We did part 1 last time. So there are certain patterns that you're supposed to know in special paper 1. For example, in your exam, they can bring words like, okay, this is example 1, they can bring words like, okay, lava, and then they bring okay, let me write them in order so that it's easy for you to see. Lava, or VER, then rubber. Okay, sorry, T. And then this, and then they bring LER, they bring LER, they bring R, E, A, and here they bring M, A, T. And then they'll ask, what about? They'll say, what of? Or they'll bring this, for example. Let me just put it like this. They'll say B, or use the same red, 222. Okay. They'll say B, O, A, E, D. Okay, then here, if they don't put anything, okay, how are they coming up with those? How are they coming up with this, with that, with this? Here there is nothing. How do you know for that one what is coming there? It means you're supposed to look at the pattern that they are following. Okay, have you seen how did they find with that L? How did they get the L? They got the first letter, this one, and then they got, where is the E? E is this letter, and then they got the last letter. That's how they came up with this word. Have you seen? So same thing even here. How did they come up with R? They got this one. E, they got the last two, this one and A. You see, that's how they are picking them. They pick this and then they pick the last two. Same here, they pick these and then they pick the last two. Again, you look at this sentence here, it's M, so it means they picked M. And then A, again, they picked this one, and then they picked this one. So even here, how do you know the name that is coming there? It means you pick the first letter, B. So it means it will have B. And then I pick the last two, meaning E and D. So it means it's supposed to be B, E, D. That's how you solve them. You just look at the pattern, what they were picking when forming those words. Okay? But sometimes they may show you maybe example 2. They may bring something like Frank, and then they bring something like clever or cleve. They bring something like flower, okay, and then they bring something like people, okay, people, E, and then they bring for you like the words that they are extracting. Here they extract, they can say R, A, K, R, A, K, okay, R, A, K, and then in the next one, okay, let me not use R, A, K, let me use this, a different one. Here they bring, here this A, N, K, R, R, N, K, and then here it is L, V, E, L, V, E, and then this one it is R, U, O. Now they ask you, what about this one? What is a pattern? So this should tell you what they are doing here. So you start, you look at the pattern, how it's going. Here there is R, so it means they picked the first letter, seconded by N and K. N and K. So they got this letter here and the last two, these two. So even here it's L, so even here they got the first letter and also V, E, so they got the last two. You see, that's a pattern. So you've seen the pattern. They got the second letter and the last two. What about this one? Did they get the second letter? No. For this one, they got the last. They started with the last letter. They started with the last letter. Okay, I'll use a different one. They started with. You see, these ones are different. They started with R, so it means they picked the last letter. They went to U. So it means from R they went to U backwards, and then they went to O. That's how they were picking them. So meaning even this one also is supposed to be picked in reverse. It won't be picked like this one and this one. Meaning if these two also they are same. Because they started with R, so it means they started with R, they went to U, they went to O. So it means it will be picked in reverse. So it means they will pick E, and then it will pick E, and then after E we'll pick L, and we'll pick P. That is those are the letters that we're looking for. You see how we're finding these patterns? That's why you do these patterns, guys. So you need to be very smart. Look at the pattern. So even here they picked this one and P. So they picked 3 letters, the last 3 letters, but in reverse. So it is ELP. Okay. Now sometimes okay, that is example 3 now. Sometimes they may bring okay, let's say movie term, and then they say habit. Okay, habit. Okay, they say see ma ta smarter, and then they say humani. Okay, and then this, look at this side now. the way, what are we forming? Okay, let's say we start with mu, rt, si. What about this one? So you look at the pattern. You look at the pattern, guys. Here is question mark. So what letters are coming there? So mu, guys, mu, guys, mu. So mu, it means they picked m. How is a different color? They picked m and they picked u. So they picked this m and they picked this u. Okay. What about here? RT? They picked the last two here. They picked this one and they picked this one. What about here? They picked this side. You see, they're moving as if they're moving in zigzag. So it means, where are they picking now? It means they pick the first two, they pick the last two, they pick the first two, they pick the last two. That's what's happening here. If you have seen this pattern, that is if you are smart here, guys. You need to be very smart. You need to be very, very smart, guys. Have you seen what they're doing? To form this mu, they picked these first two here. And then RT, they picked these last two. From this side, they went back again, they picked the first two. So meaning even this side, they should pick the last two. Can you see? They pick the first two, and then they pick the last two. Again, they pick the first two from SI. Again, they pick the last two. Meaning this side, if there's another way, they'll pick the first two, they'll pick the last two. They pick the first two, they pick the last two. That's how they are forming those. Okay? So it means here the letters that we need is N and I. Because here they picked the first two, they picked the last two. They formed that. Again here they came back again, they picked the first two. Then they picked the first one. Again they picked the last. You're supposed to pick the last two. N-I. So basically that's how we follow these things. Okay, let's give you an exercise. Let's see if you have your mind has opened to patterns. Okay, so we have flower, and then we have got so RE, we've got human, we've got people. Okay, so the pattern is FR SE HN. What about this one? Okay, this is question 1. Okay, next pattern, we've got flower again, we've got human, we've got people, we've got okay, that is you here, UALE. Okay, and then here the pattern is the R U O. Here it is N A M. Here it's E L P. What about here? Question 3. Again, for example, this is people, human, people, human, Okay, and then okay, so this one, what will be the pattern here, guys? The pattern here, what is the pattern? We've got O, O, E, O, E, P, M, M, U, A, M, U, A. That's a pattern. And then here we've got R, E, O, R, E, O. What about this one? What's the pattern? Okay. And then there we've got people again. You have to figure out the patterns for yourself. Human, Savannah, okay. This is E at the end. Okay. So here we've got P, E, O. Okay. P, E, O, P, E, O, M, A, N. P, E, O, M, A, N. P, E, O, M, A, N. M, A, N. P, E, O, M, A, N. And then we've got S, O, V. And then here we've got what? So figure that one for yourself. Okay, you can try those. And then lastly, I've got people, I've got human, I've got Savannah, Savani, I've got hungry. Okay. Okay. So we've got P, E, O. P, E, O. P, E, O. Here I've got H, N, P, E, O. H, N, M. Okay. H, N, M. H, N, M. And then here we've got V, E, A. What will be here? Okay. Question 6. Again, I've got people. I've got human. We've got Savannah, Savani. We've got V, A, E. Okay. So here we've got the pattern is as follows: P, L, E, P, L, E, H, U, M, Humane. What about this one? So we end here. We can try that one.